Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. This is what I meant by feeling compelled to do something. I don't even have a cup of coffee. Okay, but I do feel compelled to do a reading, maybe to have a look at this energy, which I am aware of. This karmic, toxic environment, situation, enmeshed situation you found yourself in. But I felt the energy of how long are you going to lock yourself away? Not in a dark room. It's just a cool, quiet room. But the curtains are drawn. But they're not blackout curtains, so there's still light. We just don't get to see like the clouds coming over. Okay. Let's look at the Druid Craft Tarot. You know, the song that I've been singing is, what can I do to make you love me? What can I do to make you care? You know, sometimes if there is nothing you can do, it just isn't there. It just isn't there. I actually feel as if this feminine here, well look, she's been laden with gifts and a baby, and she's got everything that she's asked for. But I felt this energy of her hemorrhaging. I don't feel the energy of like losing a physical baby, like a miscarriage. Is there something you would say like a miscarriage of justice? A miscarriage of justice? Of judgment? A miscarriage? Hemorrhaging. She's greedy. She's had it all. But I feel she will lose it all. There's been a trade-off here for material possessions. And she wants more. And this attitude, mindset, will make her sick. This is like that enmeshed situation. So it's like a slippery slope. She's leading you down. So down the road, down the stream, that I feel you could easily get washed up in. Interesting. What can I do to make you love me? What can I do to make you care? This feminine here might be attracted to the same sex, because I just saw a name that took me to a celebrity that came out, like was happily married, but came out as liking, you know, the same sex that he was. So, well, if you're that way inclined, I felt this energy of Bonnie and Clyde. of if this feminine has left this masculine here and taken it all to share with another woman, he's been fleeced. Not happy at all. Well, I imagine you wouldn't be. Who would be happy being stuck in that situation? The Three of Cups. Now behind this masculine is the Two of Cups. His own fulfillment, but having a look at the activity that's going on in the water here. Okay, let's delve into the cards. So behind that masculine, that hooded figure, who feels embarrassed, ashamed, intimidated, hurt, deeply hurt, betrayed. He feels like a fool, but if he turns around and bees that fool for love himself, which is the Two of Cups, because those feminine energies that have taken toxic, greedy feminine energies that have taken from this masculine will be short-lived. Because some things are just not right. And you can feel when some things are not right. Wow, interesting. I'm feeling the Divine Feminine's energy coming through with this protective circle. So when I said I'm very aware of what's going on behind the scenes, the Divine Feminines are very aware. And they are preparing. They're preparing, you know, when you're in somebody's circle, you're either in my circle or you're out of it. This here, she is preparing her sacred circle, that sanctuary. Now, in that cave, you could take to Jesus and his rebirth. But I do feel that when this masculine's reborn, I mean, you can't see his face. That's because he's too ashamed to show his face. He would have aged. You'll be able to tell when someone's battered and worn out. As within, so without, but as above, so below. So, as for what's going on within him, is being shown on the outside. The same with this greedy one. Too much. She took too much. She asked for too much. And kept asking for too much, even though she could witness the draining effect on this masculine, or maybe she didn't. Because if it's a daily occurrence, you don't really notice, do you? If somebody ages, if you see them. Or if you're in their presence. Another thing that's coming through is actually, because I feel like this energy, when the rebirth, resurrection happens, the story goes is that it was Mary Magdalene that first realised that, first realised, let's say that, because I'm not sure if she's the one that was first found that his body was gone. But his energy came through like a different vessel. I mean, Jesus has made his physical transition. But I'm taken more now to, you know how people can say that owners look like their dogs, or dogs look like their owners, whichever way. It's the same with relationships. You take on the facial expressions that you see being projected to you. Now, you may not be aware of your facial projections. the Divine Feminine is very good at observing the outer responses of what's going on internally. She can read between the lines. So we've got the wheel here, the Wheel of Fortune. There's no mention of fortune here. She's in her protective circle because she knows that there is nothing fortunate that's going to come from this energy. And this has nothing to do with, well, this has everything to do with just karma. You will reap what you sow. The law of cause and effect. I mean, you only have to check out the spiritual laws, universal laws, the laws of the universe. Okay. Where this one could be playing by the laws of society. We all know the feminine tends to come out better off in divorce. She's favoured. But who will the divine favour? Those that choose to hurt, manipulate, mislead, misjudge. Will those types of people be favoured? Or will those who this is the energy of not really retaliating. The energy is coming through about like a suck it up. They're taking it all in internally, but they're not knowing what to do with that transmutation of energy. Okay? Because this is more of a suppressed energy, and if you suppress your emotions, your feelings, if you hold all that in, even though you may not feel that you're in the dark, or that you're like reclusing, you are to some degree. It feels very monk energy. The thing is, the monks, they're powerful warriors. Will not fight, but will defend. So they don't go looking for a fight, but if you bring a fight to them, they will defend themselves. And their homeland, which feels as if that land is very unstable. So if you're unable to protect keep a hold of the stability within your home, within your land, then you are to go within. Because for one, what's going on internally is being reflected in the external. Okay. Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at will change. This is a projection. Now, to infinity and beyond. I'm taken to the band around, it's like a warrior band around her arm. So we've only pulled one card. Let's carry on. So once this masculine turns and faces the Two of Cups, unconditional love for self and for others, forgiveness. Again, forgiveness for self. Forgive yourself for loving somebody that could be so nasty and hurtful towards you. Queen of Wands, because when you turn and face those Two of Cups, your face will change. You'll be lit up. You'll look younger. There is this, it's a very masculine posture. So this energy is coming through. My ears are ringing. This energy is being transmitted through to the masculine. It will transmute all the, it will burn it up, negativity, and give him the confidence. Look at the posture of his leg. So his leg, it's not a ladylike position to sit. So it's a masculine here who's like, put on the divine feminine's head. Okay, I've got an idea. You got an idea? Awesome. Let's hear it. Awesome source. Source is absolutely awesome. Okay, when you allow them to come through with the solutions. I so would love a cup of coffee. A cup of coffee. A cup of coffee. Oh, do you know what's taken? A cup of coffee. So I was taken to like a policeman, and let's say a metropolitan policeman, okay, who wears the policeman's, you know, hat. Not the flat one, but the big one. Have his truncheon. It used to be said that, you know, a pregnant lady, if they needed to go to the toilet, could ask a policeman for, like, can I pee in your helmet, please? And I feel as if, like, this would be someone cheeky enough to actually ask that. Okay, in the end, that feminine's going to be left with just a pot to piss in. Okay, the rewards there, I said, are short-lived. You can't enjoy the rewards if you are sick. Sick-minded will lead to sickness of vessel, and that's contagious. So, we're turning this around, spinning around. I'm spinning around, move out of my way. I know you feel it because you like it like that, or like it like this. Okay. The will, I do want to read this message of the will. My goodness. Back of the book. I need my glasses. I'd like to find my other glasses. They've got to be somewhere. The will, you can see the patterns in your life. Okay, so we're connecting the dots today. You can see the patterns in your life and the wider pattern in the cycles of birth, life, death, rebirth. Harvesting the seeds of destiny, you continue to sow seeds of love. Reaping rewards. That's what this card means. Reaping rewards, synchronicity, harvest, prosperity, inevitability, progress, completion. Trusting in the process of life. One season or cycle in your life may be coming to an end, and a new one may be beginning. Trust in the process of life. Relax and release some of the control you exert in your life or relationships. Wisdom comes when we no longer behave reactively, but are aware of the themes that are woven through our lives. Okay. Justice. It keeps coming through this miscarriage of what? Miscarriage of justice? Miscarriage of justice, meaning a failure of a court or judicial system to come to a just conclusion, especially one that results in a person being convicted of a crime of which they are not guilty. Okay. Well, we have the Divine Feminine here, seeing it all. It's a very nice, what comes through is she's trying not to add to the burden, but to help to release that energy, that stuck energy from her end. So change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. And this is about changing the way that you tell the story to yourself. Okay. You're my angel. 9 of Pentacles. We'll get this reading wrapped up now because I'm going to go and put the kettle on. Okay. Let's have a nice cup of coffee. Gain pleasures and live in your ideals. Receiving an unearned income. No longer needing to work to earn a living. Luxuries, hobbies and pleasures. A life of luxuries coming for the Divine Feminine and whoever's in her circle. You may be keen to succeed, both materially and spiritually. Affirming your values, enjoying the benefits of a successful and full life on your own. A productive, active and settled life in which you are self-assured and spiritually aware. Okay, well done you, Divine Feminine. That's a very good position to be in. I feel sick. I feel sick to the stomach. Why is that? I'm going for the Rumi cards. My face, I feel like I have a hot flush coming. Sacred union. So that energy of sensing if the Divine Masculine is being mistreated, because it's a little rage that comes up within like the Divine Feminine's vessel. I could feel I was getting hot, and I feel that if you get close to that circle, toxic circle, that has like the masculine trapped, I feel you're going to feel that on your vessel. The temperature rises, the heat rises. It's like your vessel's aware of the mistreatment, and it's a warning sign letting you know. Okay, card number 19. Let's read this message. Only the oneness of love and the lover is eternal. Surrender your heart into this union, for all else in this world is momentary. Rumi. Stupefied with bliss, I became without thought. There is no grief in that loss. I gladly surrender my intelligence in favour of this mindlessness. It is ecstasy, rapture, the sweetness of the union, so sacred, overwhelms my senses. The lover and the beloved are my world. Nothing else exists except this love, this unity of Divine Masculine and Feminine, and the fresh new universe that shall be born from their sacred conjoining. It happens even now, between my body and my spirit, and in yours, and in his over there, and that woman passing by. All creation in sacred, rapturous embrace. So shocking and wild, this frenzy of loving delight without limits. Let us be swept away, my beloved, in the passionate loving that renders duality into one and tips the mind into empty ecstasy. You lucky, lucky angel, you are to be blessed with sacred union. This union is of the lover and the beloved, the masculine and the feminine. That which appears to be opposite will no longer appear to be so. There is a coming together that is destined and divine. You are to be swept up in a wave of such love. This oracle comes to you as a portent, a sign of that which is to come, and also as a confirmation of your spiritual journey thus far. You have been working to integrate masculine and feminine energies within. Oh, perhaps you have not used those words, but I could pick up the energy in the Queen of Wands card, with the feminine and masculine here blended. So, oh, perhaps you have not used those words, but you have been attempting to find the balance between living a surrendered life and leading from the heart, and then knowing when to take the initiative to set something in motion, when to put your body, mind and soul into getting your shoulder behind something to push. You have been working hard to surrender attachment to plans and how you think things should go. Instead, you have intended to show it up for what it is, to seek out the genius of life through unconditional acceptance instead of judging and fearing, resisting what is, as though it were a big mistake, perhaps caused by ignorance within. No, you do not seek to hide from love anymore. You have been learning, step by step, how to embrace it and allow it to embrace you. What a journey you are taking, beautiful, lucky angel. So your confirmation is thus: you are growing, you are evolving, you are making genuine shifts in consciousness that are allowing you to change the way you are in the world, to become freer, more loving, wilder, more divine. The divine has been seducing you with love and beauty, and now in your surrendered state, you are seducing the divine. You are calling such passionate devotion to your cause, such clever and capable assistance, such graceful intervention. The divine cannot resist your beauty, so keep going with that sacred surrender. Keep believing in the keep believing in the inner healing path you are travelling with such success. Accept this confirmation and acknowledgement close to your heart and keep travelling along your path of love. Keep this knowledge in your heart. You are meeting your beloved. What could be more exciting? The sign coming to you with this oracle is that of great love bestowed by the hand of grace. What this means is there is destiny at play in matters of the heart. There is heart healing and a letting go of past obstructions, suffering or misunderstandings. You could say, in a way, that the great cosmic matchmaker has taken up your cause. If you are already in a relationship, expect that there will be healing of that relationship in whatever way needed. You may have no sense of how it is going to play out. It may result in a deepening of commitment to your lover, but it will certainly result in a deepening of your own commitment to love. If you are open to attracting a new and significant relationship into your life, perhaps a life partner, soul friend, or other supporter of your life journey, then the divine is hearing your call and is answering. Let go of your grip. Do not hold on to a particular person, to a particular fear or fantasy. Instead, open your arms as if expecting your lover to run straight into them. For what could be more perfect than the divinely sanctioned relationship entering into your life? It will move you. It is likely through romance, but it could be through soul-satisfying partnership. The soul for whom you have been waiting so your life path and heart-inspired work can continue to develop. It could be through the presence of a child, or even a coming together of your own inner masculine and feminine, so that you finally have a clear sense of your purpose in life and the means through which to take action on it, even if that action is to surrender yet again. This oracle also comes with a particular piece of guidance for you. No matter what has been, what has succeeded, and what has appeared to fail, what has been loved and what has been lost, there is only one truth that will prevail in your life, without failure, without exception, and that is love. It is all you are truly seeking, and it is behind every life experience seeking you. Do not stand back from it. Do not put yourself aside, turn down your eyes, and pretend you cannot be seen by the world. Be bold, claim the love that is your birthright, and know that sacred union is yours, destined in the heavens and blessed by the great beloved. We're going to draw back the curtains now. Okay, have a lovely day. I will talk to you soon. Until then, take care, much love.